Welcome to another order flow video that we are showcasing what an iceberg order is, how to identify iceberg orders, and how to trade alongside them. We'll be showcasing a real-world example that happened on yesterday using our Sierra suite, how we were able to identify this type of activity since the overnight session, and add context to our market report that we shared with our followers over on X. So what exactly is an iceberg order? An iceberg is where a trader with limit orders hides their size. The motivation for this type of action has to do with them wanting to hide the actual size of the original order. It's a method used by institutional traders who want to conceal their intentions and want to trade thousands of contracts without making it obvious. They simply split a large limit order into smaller portions. On the surface, what you see is seemingly normal amount of contracts, but what you don't know is that this order is in fact a part of a much larger order. So just to get a bit familiar with the DOM right here and what we are looking at the DOM when this activity takes place. So you have right here, this column is the latest recent bid and ask, okay? So, for example, if one institution wants to execute 1,000 contracts, for example, or 10K in this case, they will simply put on this column right here, which is offers, limit sellers, okay? These guys are waiting here with their limit orders waiting to get filled, okay? So what you will see here is probably this order being split into smaller contracts, for example, of 200, okay? So they will have this right here look like 200. The buyers, those that press market buy, will hit this order and this will keep refilling. You will see here, this is called the pooling and stacking. People that remove their orders and re-add them, okay? You will see the recent bid task big numbers here. For example, you will keep seeing this as 200, 300. The market will keep filling these orders and the market will not move higher, okay? So in this case, you will see like 400 executed orders, although this was 200, 300, okay? So they keep refilling this iceberg right here. The market is not moving higher, okay? So this is how you can identify it on the recent bid task and what it's going to look like. So let's have a look at this realistic example that happened on 5:30, which is a Thursday. You can check the date right here, okay? So some context around this day. At 8:30 we had unemployment claims and GDP, okay? Usually those are pretty volatile type of news. And you can see here the volume per second the moment we enter this 8:30 is substantially higher, okay? So what I want you to look for moving forward right here is this 72 level, okay? This will play the biggest role in this whole showcase. We will be replaying the session back and forth just to show this activity. Of course, if you own the Sierra suite, you can replay the whole session and see it for yourself and study this type of activity. We will be playing the session at 5 times the speed right here. We have delta profile and the volume profile right here. We have custom thresholds on our Sierra suite that showcase big difference between bid and ask. Of course, the delta is this type of difference. We had more buyers than sellers, and the higher this number is, basically you had a lot more buying activity at this exact reference, okay? So let's take a look at this 72 and press play right here. What I want you to look here is what we showcased earlier. We can see here how this 72 starts to build up, okay? We can see it on the heat map as well, and we can see how many executed orders happen at this reference right here, okay? So you had the first touch of this level, and then you can see here how they keep rebuilding it. It's 200 contracts, okay? So take a look at this. The moment we touch it again, the market simply touches this level. We can see here the market is not moving higher. They keep reloading this type of action. You can see here 250. They keep adding to this reference, okay? And you will see here the executed orders as well keep increasing the moment we poke this reference. You can see here how the heat map is also going, deeper color. You can see here a substantial amount of contracts traded. The market is not moving. Although we were seeing 200 contracts here on the limit task, look how many executed, okay? They keep trying to push the market higher. The market is not moving. Big delta, positive delta right here. The market is stalling at this exact reference. Increasing the speed, 1042.6 contracts, okay? The moment we keep approaching this level, nothing, okay? This is the first identification of this exact, type of activity. Look here at the pulling and stacking, how they keep reloading this exact level. This is not done by one trader that is trading 2 or 3 contracts, okay? This is done by an institutional iceberg order, very likely, okay? You can see here how they keep reloading, the market keep approaching this level, nothing. Look at the positive delta, keep increasing. This will be substantially higher moving on the session. You can see here the latest 146. You can see here more contracts piling up at this exact level. You can see this obvious on the heat map as well. We are not at the open. This is very unusual happening prior to the open. This amount of volume, that is, okay? You don't see this very often in this type of market. On ES that is, okay? You don't just see this type of volume appearing from nowhere and not doing something. In this case, they were not spoofing because they were getting filled, okay? So these are filled orders, so they were not placing them on the heat map and then removing them and confusing people of this not being an actual iceberg or not, okay? So they were getting filled, they are stopping the market from going higher right here. For the purpose of the video, of course, we are speeding up this session right here. You can see here a substantial amount of volume keep building up at this 72 level. You can see here the open 930. Let's see what happens once the market goes towards this reference, okay? So we know there was some unusual activity at this level. We can see here again how many contracts traded at this exact level. The market moves higher and they keep building positions higher again. You can see this on the heat map as well. As you can see, look, over 5,000 positive delta right here. Aggressive buyers are getting absorbed by passive sellers, okay? So this, now you can see the difference between the volume, in this case the amount of positions on the sell right here is substantially higher and makes more sense in terms of higher numbers when it comes to the open, okay? So you can see here again this activity, 5,000 contracts right here. Market is not moving. They keep aggressive buyers keep hitting the limit orders. Market is not moving higher the moment it touches this reference right here. So again, look, the moment that we poke this reference again, check out the pulling and stacking. When you see big numbers that make no sense, for example, right here we have a sitting order of 100 and you see 500 executed orders right here. This is a key identification of the whole activity as well. And of course, you will see the moment that we poke above this reference again, sellers keep building their positions. Right now you see this big executed order, and the moment we're going to pull at 72, they will start building this position again. Again, right now you see it as 100 contracts, nothing, right? The moment we approach around this 0.5, you will see this activity take place. If you have the Sierra suite, again, you can study this whole replay on smaller speed. You can visualize this exact activity that institution does, right? with using this order flow software that we are using every single day. Again, on the market profile as well, we have custom studies and this delta profile to showcase this type of unusual activity that took place both on the overnight down here, as you can see, and at the open. You see this massive blue, aggressive buyers, a lot of them, but the market is simply not moving. Again, the market approached this level, nothing. The moment we approach this level, market tanks. Okay, let's speed it up. 15. Now they are trying so hard to go towards this level and break above. What that means is a lot of trapped buyers at these highs. Okay, look how deep the blue volume is. Look at this amount of trading activity. You see, 500, 10k orders executed here. You see this thing right here? This is not normal. You don't just see this every day in terms of, when it comes to normal activity. Guess what the market did right after? Right? We get the spike lower. The market, after this example, will return back up. It will go higher, but the market for the session will end lower. As you can see, this is the exact activity that we were showcasing. You can see here 5,000 contracts. The market was not moving. And you saw this live right here. You saw big numbers on the recent bid rate, the recent ask right here, okay? And the contracts, we had deep colors as well. This is key absorption from a big iceberg order that kept refilling, okay? Now, right after we spotted this type of activity, this is only the regular trading hours profiles and candlesticks, as you can see here. We've said, of course, that the 72 level had a lot of this type of activity, icebergs. As you can see here, the moment that all this whole activity happened, we have an initial pullback all the way down here. The market attempts to break higher, nothing, okay? There's no type of acceptance above. And of course, the market tends towards this pivot magnet, which we also highlighted here, the market had more room to go to the downside. So of course, this is another realistic example of what we are looking every single morning. This is from our market report, and of course we just showcased how you can identify iceberg orders and add context around your analysis every single morning and trading safely and not getting caught up against institutional activity. So if you want access to this exact Sierra suite that we are using every single day in order to perform market analysis using order flow and market profiling, be sure to check our website. We have advanced footprints, advanced market profiling, and of course a 70-page ebook course that you can take that explains an introduction of market profiles, order flow, and market auction. We also have a set of bonus items for one price fee. Thanks for watching.